Well, I snagged Wendy out here at TLC to talk to us about shady characters, annuals in particular, for a shady spot.
Yes.
A lot of people, they want flowers and they want the beauty, but they don't have any sun.
Right, right. And the easiest way to brighten up a shady area is to start with white. White's going to brighten up anything, and impatiens are a great way to start that. You can get impatiens in other colors too, and New Guinea impatiens as well come in different shades, and they have larger leaves and are going to get significantly taller than regular impatiens.
But you're right, in a dark space, nothing pops like white.
That's right. That's right. And also the Tyrannia here works really well. It comes upright and it's also trailing, and it's got a little bit of white, and so this purple is going to pop really well with that. And then we also, everyone knows begonias are for sun, but there's also a lot of begonias for the shade, including angel wing begonias. And then we have this new big begonia, which looks like the regular bedding begonias, but these blooms are going to get the size about like my palm. They're going to get very large. And also tuberous begonias have these kind of rose-shaped blooms that work really well. And don't forget about your dragon wing begonias in hanging baskets.
Those just look fantastic, and those will do, they can take some sun.
Yes, and remember, all of your shade plants can go in morning sun. They
Okay.
can't take afternoon sun, but they do well in morning sun.
So it's kind of like an azalea area or someplace like that where morning sun,
or
afternoon.
hydrangeas would be a good backbone for that too. An issue that a lot of people have is yellow. Yellow is a hard color to come by in the shade, but we've got you covered on that. Again, with the begonias, this is a nonstop begonia in yellow, and the shrimp plant, it's going to get about 2 feet tall, and it's going to get these yellow blooms that kind of spike up and get a little white that stick out. Looks like a little shrimp. And also another impatient, a fusion impatient, which also comes in orange. And then back, this is my favorite. This is Tyrannia again. It's an Oklahoma proven plant, very good for heat. Blooms all summer. You do have to deadhead it a little bit, but you can't beat them in my opinion.
So Wendy, how often would you deadhead? Like what, once or twice a season?
Probably a little bit more often than that. Maybe twice a month or so.
Okay.
But you
And
do
you just
have
take
to,
your shears and just give it a haircut.
Oh well, I just go in and I just pinch it off with my fingers, just like
Okay.
that, and pull the dead blooms off. But you could do it with that too. But and don't forget that not just blooms give you color in the shade, but you also have your foliage plants too. We got coleus here, and they do send up blooms every so often, but they're not very showy, and they too can go in full sun as well. And also the crotons, which get about 2 to 3 foot tall, give you very good color in the shade, and they go in pots or in the ground. They're very heat tolerant. These are gonna go up to probably in the 30s, very low degree too. So they're gonna give you a lot of show. And then also there's a Persian shield, which gives you a little bit of purple color.
That color is just dramatic.
Yeah, it's very nice. And the splash plant, we have it in white and pink, and there's also a red one. And they go really good as an accent plant in pots. Very nice. And this is one of my favorites here. This is fuchsia. They're small now, but they're going to get about 12 to 16 inches tall, and they get a hot orange bloom on them that's very tubular, which hummingbirds would like too. So that's an added bonus as well. And everybody loves caladiums. You can't beat caladiums in pots or in the ground as a back plant.
They are so showy, and I love all the different varieties you have here at TLC. And this is one of my all-time favorites. It's just, and again, because if you're talking about planting in the shade, the brighter the color, the more you're going to notice it.
Right, that's
really
right.
makes a statement.
And these go really well with impatiens. I like that combination a lot. And also, there's moneywort, which it would be good. I know it's cheating because it's a perennial, but it goes really good in pots to hang over, to trail over in a pot, and it gives you that bright color that you would see like with sweet potato, but you can't put it in the shade. And also the purple heart, which can go sun or shade, it grows really fast. It's a perennial as well, but it has those purple flowers, shows up really well even in a dark place because it's so fast growing and it takes up such a large space.
So you've got super bloom there. I would assume that's for whenever you plant it. Would you tell us a little bit about that and when you'd use it?
Well, I would starting when you plant, I would use the Osmocote. Just sprinkle that down when you plant, and then I would supplement with the super bloom. It's high in your middle number, which is where you get your flowers from, and I would just use that on a probably every 2-week basis so that you can get even more flowers.
That's a great thing to remember too, because whenever you're looking at fertilizers, you've got 3 numbers, and instead of having to memorize what number comes where, if you want the blooms,
you go with the middle number.
you go with the middle number. The higher, the better.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't already say so on the
Yes.
you know,
And that super bloom works
container.
really well.
Good. And I love this hanging basket up here.
This is lobelia, blue lobelia, and lamium, which a lot of people don't know that lamium blooms. And it's a good ground cover, but it also works really well in pots to trail over. That one's just gorgeous.
Well, there's so many things to choose from here at TLC. There's something for everyone. And Wendy's here. We have a lot of folks here at TLC with decades and decades of experience. They're here to help. So
that's right.
Grab somebody in one of these blue shirts and ask them, because they've got lots of information and knowledge to impart your way, and you can be a very successful gardener. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. And coming up next, we're going to stay with those shady characters, but go outside to the perennial area. So stay with us.